analog to digital, outputs as HDMI, I play my Atari games, and then it goes to the TV. I added a USB-C port right here. So I'm using one of these guys. It's a USB-C breakout board. But it has a problem, which is that it doesn't have a 5.1 kilo ohm resistor. And that's like a whole other video, but I do a small modification, which is first I solder on the resistor. Let's see if I can get this to focus. So right there you put an 0402 size SMD resistor, and that's 5.1 kilo ohms. Let's see, focus. And then after I take this trace, which is 3 traces up, and I cut this. The reason we cut it is because the correct thing to do is to have 2 resistors. One CC1 to ground, number 2 is CC2 to ground. But what we're doing, the way this is configured, it has CC1 and 2 tied together, and then the resistor pulls that to ground. That creates an improper divider if a E-marked cable is connected. So rather than trying to get both resistors, I just cut the connection, and then if you're using a USB-C to C cable, what will happen is you just have to plug it in one way or flip it around so that the correct orientation is achieved. And so then, at long last, we take our little breakout board, and first I put down Kapton tape. You can see that underneath. I take my roll of Kapton tape, lay it down to prevent shorts, and then I super glue this guy. I have my Gorilla super glue. Do like a drop, hold it on, and that's super glued. And then we take our magnet wire, go from here. I traced these guys, power and ground, using my continuity function of my multimeter. Found a big old capacitor that I can wire these up to. So now I can power this guy. I had to make a little cutout. I used an X-Acto knife and some flush cutters, and I had to make a cutout on the top as well. You can't really see, but I had to change that. So now, there we go. Now we have a USB-C port, and I have the CC side. So it's this upper side which has the what's it called? Configuration channel, CC configuration channel on this side. This side is not connected, so if I have another cable and I can write down. So anyway, there we go. That's your short little hack. I might make a video about modifying these and the protocol technicalities behind that. There was an infamous thing with the Raspberry Pi, I think it was the Pi 4, which had the same problem. There was one resistor, CC1 and 2 were tied together, so then E-marked cables created an improper divider and it did not receive power. So that's a whole thing. You can look through the USB-C spec, there's some good Hackaday articles on it, so I'll try and make a video about that at some point. Here we go. Keep hacking.